Good morning, everyone.
And welcome to Rise and Radke. No?
No. Hi, everybody. It's a Friday, and I am so glad that you guys are with us today. Sorry, I feel like I had a hair in my eye. I do. Today is January 31st. Y'all, January is over. Is it just me, or does January feel like it was the length of the movie 1917?
You know, I saw somebody post yesterday.
Which 1917 felt like it was 19 hours and 17 minutes long.
And it was good 19 hours and 17 minutes.
David, you ate. Go ahead. What was this? What was it, baby? What was it? Go ahead.
I can't remember. I saw a post yesterday. Today feels like the 51st of January.
It does. Why? It's like that every year, and I don't understand why.
I don't feel like I felt like it went by kind of quick.
You do?
I did.
We've been eating low carb, you fool. It feels like it's been 100 years. Hi from Kentucky. We're so glad you're here. And another right under you is Louisville, Kentucky.
Look at that.
You
Y'all
guys
talk
and
to
me.
each other.
Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Talk about what Kentuckians talk about. Fried chicken and the meth epidemic. Talk about it. I'm just kidding.
Lacey is from Sippy.
I saw that on TV show.
Lacey is from Sippy.
Sippy. Hi, Lacey Noel. And
Kentucky, Indiana,
Wow.
Arkansas, Tennessee, Pennsylvania,
Look at
Missouri,
what? I'm going to show a flattered face every single time you call out a new place.
North Carolina. I don't think I've said Texas yet. Texas.
Nobody's. How do you know?
Arizona. Another Pennsylvania.
No.
That's very surprising.
I know.
It's surprising that they like you. But you know where else they like you? Ohio. Tennessee again. California. Come on, people, help me out. Where are you listening from? New York.
Those are my flattered faces, and they are incredible. By the way, I would just like to state for the record, I'm not a drama queen, and I don't know why people ever think that. But this morning, David Radke said to me, "You're not ready?" No, but I said, "Okay, let's go." And he said, "You're not ready? You're not even dressed." And I said, "You know what? I will no longer live under your regime of getting completely dressed and makeup ready in the mornings." That wasn't a tad dramatic. I don't know what was, because David Radke is a lot of things, but he is not a regimer. Regimer. What's a regimer?
Someone that facilitates a regime.
Regime, baby.
Regime.
Oh, no, you can't say it. That was very embarrassing.
Hey, just so you know, Iowa, Indiana, Michigan, Oklahoma, North Carolina, New York, Florida, Georgia, and Minnesota are all in the house.
And those are all of my gratitude faces. Thank you guys for showing up for Rise and Radke. To me, this is...
You know what the next thing you can do? It's the weekend. Everybody wants to have a good weekend, right?
Yeah,
right now.
I'm on the fence.
You need to share this right now. Share Rise and Radke with those you love, those you care about. Again, as I always say, if you don't care for us, then send it to someone that you
I know
like.
our kids are looking forward to an exciting weekend. This is exactly what their dad said to them last night before bed. And one more thing. We're not doing anything Friday night. You understand? You're not having friends over. You're not asking to go anywhere. And no, we're not going to take you to a movie. We're doing absolutely nothing. We're just sitting around this house. And on Saturday, we have 4 basketball games. 4. Do you understand? So in between each basketball game, we're going to come home and we're going to rest. We're not going to do anything on Saturday night. Absolutely nothing. I'm not even sure we're going to watch a movie on TV. We may just sit around the table and stare at each other and play a board game.
How many of you believe word for word? That's what I said.
It is what you said. Okay.
Because
you're a regime master.
A regimer.
You are a regime.
A regimer. I like that. Well, I need to make sure that regime isn't always negative. Is regime
the word regime is 100% negative, and you just said I like that. So therefore, you're going to be kicked off the internet.
If it's bad, I don't want any part of it. There is one in particular regime we know is bad, and maybe they're all bad.
I did Weight Watchers once, and I felt like that was a regime.
See?
Y'all, I do not know how to take a video that I find online and love dearly and get it onto Instagram. I can get it onto Facebook, but I cannot get it onto Instagram. And I'm so mad. And I worked tirelessly. Fell to bed exhausted last night trying to get this stupid video. I put it in Dropbox. I tried to get it in Dropbox onto my camera roll. I couldn't do it. So you're missing out on the best video that has ever been made. And that is the video that I shared on Melissa Radke's Facebook page yesterday. It is a compilation of Alexis just saying this over and over. It's not "ooh, David" that she's saying over and over, although she does say that. But it's "ew, David, ow, David, 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 why don't you be murdered first? David, it's an entire 1.5 minutes of just her saying David. And I thought I would put it up and like 3 people would like it and 1 person would share it. Have you checked today?
They liked it.
They like you a lot. I mean, everybody...
I like to think that they liked it and shared it because they thought she was referring to me. Mm-hmm. And so they wanted to get... What was the hashtag you started? Fans of David or something? I think that's why they thought they wanted to do
So all you IGTVers, you haven't got to see it. And you've got to go over to my Facebook and you've got to check it out because it is hysterical.
Oh, you couldn't post it on there?
Were you literally not listening to one thing I just said for 47 solid seconds?
I was reading comments. I am invested in the people.
You know, you could still, for the love of God, listen to me when I talk. That would be great.
If I listen to you and you talk, yours wouldn't be 90 seconds. It would be 24 hours of David, 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 David,
David, David, oh, David, oh, David, David, why don't you be murdered first for once? David, David, David. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Remy asked me, can I start watching that show with you? I'm like, what show, Remy? That, it's called,
It's their last night. Or no.
Shh, Greek. I was like, well, until you can say it, you can't watch it. Well, when can I start saying it? When you go to college? I don't know. She probably could. I don't know if she could. Who cares? Okay, anything else for this weekend? Hey, I do want to tell you guys this. Listen to me really closely for a second. We have a very special live this morning, and we're going to be talking about something that is kind of tender for us. And so we want you guys to stick around and not go anywhere. But we want you to hear us out.
When you say tender, are you going to try to make me cry?
I do every day. I try to make you cry every day. And normally it works.
We're actually very excited.
Hashtag fans of David will believe that. One of my best girlfriends texted me yesterday and said, I just want you to know I love you with all my heart, but David Radke is gaining ground on you on that morning show.
Who?
Julie Watts!
Oh, what's up, Julie? Tell Eddie.
That's the happiest you've been all week. That's what she said. David Radke is gaining ground. Now I am
running.
I never know what's next after that.
Let's get it started.
Okay. All right.
Probably doesn't sound exactly like that. But.
Well, we go to Honduras. We leave for Honduras.
We're leaving the country.
This is where we're going to turn the tide, everybody.
Melissa, let me ask you a question. If let's assume Canada's not a country, which it is, have you ever been outside of the United States?
No, David. I'm so glad you asked. I have a passport, and it has nothing in it. Because you have been a regime master for our entire marriage. Although I told my girlfriend the other night, I said, I've never been anywhere, so I'm going to have a stamp in my passport. She said, well, you went to Canada. I said, that doesn't count. And she said, but you went on a cruise, so you went like to Cozumel, right? I'm like, Carly, stop bringing up places that don't count. I want to go somewhere where it matters, where when you pass through customs, they don't go like this. Cruise ship. Keep it going. I want to go to a real place where they're like, ooh, Honduras. Where people roll their R's. Is that so wrong, David? You take me nowhere.
Hey, now that you just said that about customs,
Honduras.
Did not one of our friends, when we got back on the boat in Canada, did they not smuggle something on the boat they were afraid they were going to get in trouble for? Do you remember that?
That was in Alaska.
Yeah, it was on the Alaskan cruise, but it was when we were coming out of Canada. Didn't somebody buy something like you're supposed to?
Maple syrup cookies from Canada, and she asked you never to repeat that, which you've done now on a live, and her name is Ashley Pig, and she committed a crime. Anyway, we're going to Honduras on...
This story is non-factual for any authorities listening.
Of which I'm sure there are many. We're going to Honduras on Sunday.
I think
and
we're
I'm
on every
nervous.
TV in the Pentagon, if I'm not mistaken.
David, did you feel my leg hit you into the table?
I did. That's why I moved it.
Stop talking now. Here are the people we're going with. It's going to be a van of Enneagram 7s. I don't know if that means anything to you or not, but essentially a van of Enneagram 7s is the most obnoxious van in all of the world. And then there's 1-3. Regime. Okay.
Oh, I think there's a second 3.
Oh, yay. It just keeps getting better. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Popcast. The Popcast is all things pop culture. They're very, very funny. Jamie Golden and Knox McCoy. You should check out that podcast if you have never listened to it. Trust me, you guys, it's right up our alley. Okay? I know what y'all like. Y'all know who I am. You would love it. And then, of course, my dear friend Annie Downs is also going to be going. And we will be spending the week in Honduras. I'm really excited, but I'm also really, really nervous. In fact, I'm nervous right now in my stomach, even just talking about it. We are going on a trip with Compassion International. Now, I'm sure that you've heard of Compassion before, as I have too, but...
If you've heard of Compassion, do a heart or a thumbs up.
Well, tell them which. They're like this right now.
Well, I mean, let's do a heart if you are familiar with Compassion International.
Okay, so I am familiar with it too, but I've never actually seen close up what it is they do and how it is that they benefit these children. I've never seen it, and I don't know why. Okay, so this is where I'm going to get a little bit vulnerable with you guys today. For the last, how do I start this? I hate the word influencer. I absolutely hate it. I don't like it because it comes with a bad connotation. And I hate words that come with bad connotations. It comes with a connotation of the girl that's always taking selfies of herself, and she's advertising for this new diet drink, and and her waist is like that big, and she pulls out her Rolls Royce or whatever, and it has that connotation that you really don't work or you don't do much, and yet you get paid millions of dollars. And then somehow I just tripped and fell into the job of influencer online, and yet none of those things that I just said apply to me. So I'm a middle-aged mom who has to eat low carb in order to live longer, and has to get my cholesterol levels checked periodically, and has to discipline her kids still, and if I can be honest, lives on a budget. And this whole budget thing for David and I lately has been a sensitive issue. We are trying to get ahead in some debt that we have in our life. It's just the way it is. We both went to college. We both graduated. We both bought a home. We both moved across the country. And then we moved back. And with that comes some debt. You all know that. And we've been trying to get out of it. And it's hard. And it's tedious. And it takes a long time. And then right at the time that we start doing this, we get asked to go on a compassion trip to look and see how this part of the world lives. And I am really nervous to do this. I am really, really nervous. I don't know that I want to see it. Is that terrible? I don't know. I just would rather look reality in the eye and deny it. That's just kind of my mantra. And I don't know that I want to see it. So, a lot of my girlfriends have said, do you sponsor a child from Compassion? I do not, as of yet. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to sponsor my child. I'm going to hand pick them, which, as David said, great. That means we're going to sponsor like 17 kids, because how in the world are you going to choose? I know, but David knows I'm scared of kids. And I'm scared that they won't like me because of that one kid who at that Mexican food restaurant told me my neck was fat. And David, I've never gotten over it. Kids don't like me.
They do like
They don't like me. That kid told me my neck was fat. That's what he said. And so now I'm just terribly afraid of children. I'm sweating. God, I'm sweating right now. And so,
hey, as you're sweating, there are a lot of people that are saying not only are they aware of who Compassion International is, but I sponsor one. I love Compassion. I have been a supporter of Compassion International for 14 years, said Yolanda Wilson. You're going to want to bring those children home, Lisa said. Love Compassion. So there is a lot of people, sponsor a kid. There's a lot of people out there.
Well, listen, Knox and Jamie can talk to their people, and Annie Downs can talk to her tribe, but you guys are mine. And There's no possible way that you ever thought sitting with David and I every single day as we do what we do, which is silliness most of the time. But you see the quotes, you see some of the things that we try to share with you about our own life. You cannot possibly think for a second that we would not invite you to be a part of lives that can be changed. I just don't believe that this is a tribe that is greedy. I just don't believe that it is a tribe that is unkind. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that there are 21 children who do not have any hope for a future, for a college, for clean water, for food every single day, for more education. They just don't have it unless we sponsor them. There's 21 children. And when those 21 children are gone, then guess what? There's 450 more.
The 21 Melissa's talking about is one of the centers that we're visiting. So we go in on Sunday, kind of do some debriefing type stuff. And then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we'll actually get to go to different centers. Then we'll get to go do some home visits, get to play with the kids, get to take the kids gifts and stuff like that, really experience it. And so one of the centers that we're going to, there are 21 kids that are currently not sponsored. They're not being taken care of. And one of the most important things is has that relationship with somebody like you, because that's one of the ways that Compassion's very unique. Not only are they helping people not only with food, but education and getting out of the cycle of poverty, but you're actually in a relationship where you're sending things to the child and they're writing you and those kind of things. So what our goal is that the 21 children in one of these centers that we're going to, that you guys and us, that you can partner with us, because like Melissa said, we're doing this as well, that you could partner with us. And our goal is before we ever land in Honduras on Sunday, that all those 21 kids are sponsored by you guys and us. So we're very, very excited about it. And you get to go with us next week to Honduras. We're going to continue to do the lives.
I don't want to tell them that.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
As a family, we will be adopting, sponsoring rather, one little girl for Remy and one little boy for Rocco. I want my children to know this firsthand. I want my kids to get used to writing them letters. I want my kids to get used to putting little, gifts from Target into shoe boxes and sending it to them for Christmas. This is just something that I feel like is important. I didn't do it as a child, and it's probably why now I'm in my 40s and I think that I'm just dying from a budget. And because I don't even realize it, you guys. I don't even know. And I admit that, and I'm embarrassed by it, but it's the truth. But I want my children to see how the other side of the world lives. I want them to see this and experience this. So if you would like to sponsor a child, go to compassion.com/Melissa Radke, and there are my 21 kiddos.
The link is actually in the copy above, as well as I just posted it in the comments. So like Melissa said, compassion.com/Melissa Radke.
I'm going to meet your kid. I'm going to meet your kid and take a picture of me and your kiddo, and I'm going to send it to you.
Let me tell you a couple things. Somebody said, can you see the kids? When you go to that page, Compassion has built a special page just for Melissa. And those kids that we're talking about right now are on that page, so you can see them, their birthdates, all that kind of stuff.
Maybe nobody take Lester. I might need Lester.
Just because her dad's name is Eugene Lester.
And it's actually Lester Eugene, so David, no, my father.
It is Lester Eugene. So you can see the kids there. As Melissa said, when we're in Honduras next week, you're going to go with us on the lives. We're going to take video and we'll be posting at the end of the day as well, so you get to see and experience some of what we're experiencing. But our goal is every one of these 21 kids that are sponsored between now and Sunday, so every kid is taken care of before we ever arrive, we are going to get a picture of them with Melissa, and we will send that to you. So we're really excited about this, just how we can affect a child, but also as our community. I know that you're gonna just.
So Tiffany Anderson said, I want to sponsor a child for my daughter. Like, I want my daughter to learn that, which is kind of what David and I have decided to do. I'm getting so nervous meeting these kids. I'm so nervous. And Tiffany said, so I want to do that. Okay, so if let's say Tiffany sponsors a little girl named Bailey, then when I go into the center, I'll be able to say, Bailey, can I have your picture for Miss Tiffany? Because she's your sponsor and she would love to see you. And then I'm going to get a picture of me and Tiffany together. And, I hope that she'll do it and not do what most children do when they meet me, which is this. And then Tiffany, I'll make sure that you have that. I will send that to you. I can, so that you and your daughter can have that. And if you would prefer a picture of me out of it, I'll be happy to do that too. I didn't mean that. I want you to have that. And then David, tell them the other thing that we're doing.
So another very cool thing that Compassion is doing. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find people and read their comments and all that kind of good stuff. Another thing that Compassion is doing for everyone, and this will go on through next week as well, for every child that is sponsored, Compassion is going to purchase and send Melissa's Eat Cake, Be Brave new paperback that is coming out February 18th.
Do I sign it?
Yes.
Can I sign it?
You can sign it.
Okay, so for every child that is sponsored, honestly guys, not that we want you to do this so you get a thing, right? I want you to do it because this is just, we have to do this. We have to do this to continue to thrive as a people. We have to continue to give and live and love and serve, and giving is an act of grace. That was a quote that I read the other day. Giving is our act of grace. And so we don't do it to get something, but just as a thank you from Compassion and me, I'm going to sign this bad boy right here, this brand new paperback. Oh, it's so bright. You see it? Can you even see it at all? Mm-hmm. This brand new paperback right here for you. I'm going to sign the inside of it. And as y'all know, when I sign a book, you don't know what you're going to be getting. You have no idea what it might say. So I'm going to go off the reservation and just sign this for fun. But I just want to, it's just my way of hugging you, and Compassion's way of saying thank you personally. If I can't be with you personally, then I can just do it this way. But I know that if the saying is true, that like begets like, then I know that the people that follow me, and that you do this with us every single morning, and you're part of this tribe, and you watch us on YouTube, and you watch us on IGTV, and you follow every silly thing I do on Facebook, and you leave me comments on Instagram, then I know that we are of like mind, that we are like-minded people, and we know that we have more than half of the world, and we know that if we want to find blessing in our life, then it's gonna have to come from giving. We know this. And I can honestly tell you with all my heart and soul, hand to God, I am preaching to myself. I am literally going to Honduras after saying to David, I can't do this. I don't even have the money to do this. You put us on a budget and I just can't afford to do this right now. These words have been coming out of my mouth. I'm acting like I can't sponsor a stinking child. Now, that wasn't even the issue we were talking about when I screamed that, but some of us think we can't even sponsor a child because, oh, my gosh, y'all, I can't sponsor a child. I can't even literally do X, Y, and Z. We have so much more than we think we have. And I've got to teach my children the importance of this. I have to. I love my parents and they were awesome, but they did not teach me this. And I'm running to keep up here with a life of gratitude. I'm running to keep up, and I don't want it for them. I want them to understand it. And I would love for you to take your children on this journey as well. Go to compassion.com/Melissa Radke, and let's all do this together. Let me love on your kid for you. Let me take a picture with them and send it to you. And I'll write you a little love note in here as well when we send that out.
If you sponsor a child today, take just a snapshot or something kind of at the end of the process. Email melissa@melissaradke.com so we know you did it, and send us your mailing address. So we'll have your email to send the picture when we get back, and your mailing address so we can send out the free Eat Cake, Be Brave paperback autographed as soon as that comes out on February 18th.
Okay. We're going to get to some openings because I know that we have some business-minded people who have sent some things. I'm so proud of them, and I'm very excited to do that. And while we're doing that, David's going to be checking to see if any of our little children's are gone. Nobody take Lester! Nobody take Lester. Is he still there? There's Lester.
Oh, Lester's there.
Okay. Somebody going to take him just to be mean.
But there are several. You shouldn't do math in public, right? There's 6, 7, 8 of you that have already jumped on and done it. That's amazing. Again, the link's in the copy, as well as I'll post it again in the comments. So who is this one from, baby?
Oh, I forgot. I'm so torn about taking about a day. Mari and Erica McCowan. Mari and Erica sent me this at Christmas, and I told them that it never came to me, that I never got it. And the reason was because that it had gotten mixed in with a bunch of Amazon Christmas boxes, and we never saw it until we went to go clean out the back of our car, and there it was. So, Radke fam, love what y'all do. We're a husband and wife team from Lake Jackson, Texas, and we have 2 cool businesses that we wanted to share. Grounded Roastery and Created for Hope. Grounded Roastery is our small batch coffee roasting business. Nice! And we roasted this bag just for y'all. Created for Hope is where we create personalized scripture cards and scripture related items. Peep the cards, Melissa. We personalize this set for you so you can be reminded that Jesus knows you by name. How beautiful. And here are Mari and Erica McCowan. Oh, they're good looking too. Well, they've got it all together. Mari and Erica, thank you so much. You can find them at Grounded Roastery on Instagram, at Created for Hope, and at McCowan Manor, which that is a manor. Good Lord.
I think that I will probably do it today, but I think Monday, and I love that. That is cool.
You guys, these are
roasted to order in Texas, Papua New Guinea. How about Monday, I do some French press coffee for us.
How about this afternoon at 2 o'clock? Melissa, I am good, a strong refuge when trouble comes. I am close to those who trust in me. Melissa, every good and perfect gift is from me, the Father. Anyone who belongs to Christ has become a new person, Melissa. My name is on every single one, you guys. Every single day.
So
it's a new promise with my name on it.
I wonder if they can do that for
anybody. Absolutely. That's what she's saying. Did you open that?
No.
This is absolutely beautiful. Again, this is Created for Hope. So you can get these personalized and sent to, this is a great teacher gift. This is a great administrative assistant gift. Something that they can have on their desk that is personalized with their name. You don't know how much that means to somebody.
So there are the...
to know that they're thought of. That's absolutely beautiful.
Created for Hope. And then also a coffee as well.
Hey,
really
good on y'all.
I really like that.
Good on y'all for starting your business. And I will let y'all know Monday how it goes. This is from Carrie Bell in Pulaski, Tennessee. Woo, that's not far from where we used to live, David.
Be very careful with that. Hey, I just want to let you know, we have a ton of people saying, I sponsored. Melissa?
What?
There's 4 kids left.
Oh, is it really? Y'all, that's so great. Thank y'all so much.
All right.
Well, 2 of them are ours. Don't cry. 2 of them are ours.
Hey, y'all, if you get there...
Although if the 21 go, there's 450 more.
As soon as the 21, the system is supposed to update. In a 15-mile radius of where we're staying, there are 450 kids that need sponsors. 21 that was just a goal we had before we got there, so the center that we were going to, all the kids were sponsored. But there are 450. So if you're watching this on replay, do not go, 21's gone. No.
No, it literally just pulls in more.
It will pull in. And I'm not for sure about those, but if we can find those kids after the 21, we will get their pictures too, and everybody will get the Eat Cake Be Brave signed autograph book.
Okay, so a lady named Carrie Bell from Pulaski, Tennessee sent me this. But it's a book, but she didn't write it. So I don't know if she sent it because her bestie wrote it or her mother wrote it, or she just read it and thought that I would really, really like it. But she put on the front, this is an awesome book. It is clean, it is Southern, it is romantic, it is actually realistic, and you can get it on Amazon.
So it's not hers?
It's not hers. So people just know that I love to read, and I'm always wanting new good books to read. So she probably just thought of me, but she open this on Friday. So if you guys are interested in an awesome book, that's clean and Southern and romantic and realistic. This is called The Pearl of Great Price by April Estes. Do you see it? Mm-hmm. Can they see it good, Dave? Uh-huh. Pearl of Great Price by April Estes. Pearl of Great Price.
That's cool.
And that's on Amazon, guys. It's available on Amazon. And I'm about to be on a plane for a long time.
Hey, for those of you that would like to send something, we open every Friday. The address, get ready for a screenshot. 1705A Fagan Drive, PMB 216. Make sure you use PMB 216, Lufkin, Texas 75904. Click.
Oh, she's actually this April Estes is an actual writer, and oh my gosh, this looks so good, y'all! Pearl of Great Price by April Estes. Go check it out on Amazon. You know you need something to read this weekend. And last but not least, we have got, oh, do you want me to open this now? Do you see what it is? Fashion Jungle.
Why does it look familiar?
Kathy Ireland. It's not every day you get a direct message from Kathy Ireland that's saying, hey, would you mind me coming on the podcast?
Hey, Kathy. We know you're
Guess
watching.
who was the first person that said, yes, you can come on your podcast? My father. He's like, yeah, let her come on your podcast.
I forgot that, yeah. So Kathy Ireland, she reached out to Melissa and is a fan. And she
Dang, Kathy! Ooh. She said, cheetah print pillow.
Oh, because she has that home line.
Okay.
Yeah, let's don't show that.
Well, this is Kathy Ireland's new swimwear line. This is not featured in Pearl of Great Price by April Estes.
This is, where does Kathy Ireland have her, she has her, ooh, look at the shine on that in the camera.
Look at the shine on these from Kathy Ireland in the camera. What?
Oh, my Lord.
Does it look like I've had eye surgery? A little bit?
They're sunglasses, or not?
Look like my eyes have been dilated. Now I have to wear this? This is awesome. Kathy's still going. She got cozy socks in here. Cat. That's what I call her now. Cat.
Cat.
Awesome.
She has written a book, though. Is the date on there? It's not out yet, I believe. But she has written a book called Fashion Jungle. I think the kind of the difficulties of women in fashion, and
it actually is about some deeper topics than just that. The book goes into.
I know, yeah. It's called Fashion Jungle. I think there's kind of she's talking about the darker side.
So I'm really interested to read that. Thanks, McCowan Manor, so much for sending your stuff. Thank you for this book by April Estes. I really appreciate that. And it was awkward for David and I. We were like, how do we go from talking about the needing to give to then opening? But I open things because I am so proud of what you guys are doing. I am so proud that Created for Hope was created. I'm so proud that women like this are writing good, clean, awesome, exciting books. I'm so proud of these things that a young couple would decide, we're just going to start our own business. I'm so proud of that. And I want to celebrate that. But I don't want to celebrate it at the risk of other people missing blessings as well. Okay? And may I just get a little bit spiritual? I'm not a uber spiritual person, but I will say this. God's blessings are not just for people in America. It was never supposed to be that way. It was never supposed to be for the 1%, and it was never supposed to be for the middle class, and it was never supposed to be just for the privileged white, and it was never supposed to be just for Americans in our walls.
I love what our pastor has said, and I'm sure other pastors have said. If the scripture doesn't work in Honduras or, Africa or anywhere in the world, Asia,
Haiti,
if scripture doesn't work and stand there, it doesn't stand here.
So if God is intent on blessing me, then he is intent on blessing those children. And if God is intent on loving me through all of my difficulties and all of my shortcomings, then he is intent on loving them. But the way that he wants to do it is through you, because you get far more out of it than even those children. I promise you. So as soon as those 21 are gone, and it looks like they're about to be gone very quickly, then there will be more that flood into my page. If you are watching this later on IGTV, we need you. They need you. Tell me who you adopted. Tell me who you sponsored, so I can kneel down and they can say, oh, white lady have fat neck. And I can still take the picture with them and send it to you, because I want to thank you for being a part of this tribe and for doing for others what they can't do for themselves.
Amber sponsored Lester.
Amber!
Hey, let me tell you this. So remember, listen,
that he would have liked me less than you.
Compassion.com/Melissa Radke. It's in the copy. I'll put it again one more time in the comments. The 21 kids, you have shattered our goal. Okay, the 21 kids have all been sponsored. Please do not forget, take a picture, send it to us at melissa@melissaradke.com so we can take a picture with your kiddo next week and send that to you. so we can also get your address to send you the autographed copy of Melissa's new paperback coming out next month, Eat Cake, Be Brave. You guys are amazing and overwhelm us. Let me tell you this though, as we're looking as these kids have been pulled in.
Thank you, Melissa Sanders.
I don't think I realized.
Don't look at that part.
You're saying don't say that?
It's killing me.
I did not realize. So when this populated, the page is now full of kids. We're so excited about the ones that we're going to get to see next week and get pictures and talk to them, but there are so many more kids out there.
So here's
the
Patrick.
Page is full.
Here's Patrick wearing his little Spider-Man shirt that doesn't even fit him very good, looking at the camera like a deer in the headlights. But Patrick has been waiting. It says above his name, Patrick's been waiting 345 days. 345 days to further his education and to further his health. 345 days waiting for sponsorship. So that can end today.
We're going to Haiti next week, and you guys are going to go with us. And you're going to be hearing more about this next week as we're there Sunday through Thursday. But listen, when you jump on the site, maybe you want to do Honduras because we're going to Honduras. And maybe there's a chance we could see them. Of course, Honduras is a large country, but maybe we could see them and grab their picture too. But maybe there's another country that for some reason you have a fondness for or closeness with. Maybe you want to look by birth dates. I thought that was a really cool idea. You can look like by birth dates.
I didn't think of that.
And maybe find a birth date that you share with somebody or your kid or...
So we could get somebody that was born on Remy's birthday and somebody on Rocco's. I love that idea.
So, compassion.com/Melissa Radke. And be sure you take a picture, email us, and send us all of your
You know, I don't try to give quotes during the week that are super predictable. Today's is super predictable. Okay, it is, I will admit. I try to do ones that are a little off the wall and maybe not even necessarily what we were talking about on that day. But today, I had a quote for today, but it didn't fit at all. It was silly and funny, and I'm going to save it for next week. So today I've chosen to go with the best, Mother Teresa. And this is what she said: if you can't feed 100 people, just feed one. And I can't. I wish I could. I wish I was there. I wish I was the kind of influencer like those other girls that make millions and millions of dollars and take pictures in front of their Rolls Royces, but I'm not. And that's okay. I can't feed 100 kids. I couldn't sponsor 100 if I wanted to. So I will do what I can. If you can't feed 100 people, just feed one, okay? And I love you guys, and I'm so thankful for you. You are the best tribe.
You are amazing.
You're just stupid good. So, IGTVers, thank you so much for following and watching and commenting. And you're going to be sponsoring, I have no doubt. Thank you, Facebook watchers and YouTube watchers. Oh my gosh. I can't wait for you to meet them. Okay? And join us next week while we're in Honduras. No doubt the people that are on our bus with us have never heard two people fight as much as these two, because it's 100% humidity there, and y'all know I'm upset about that. Have a wonderful weekend. We love y'all more than you know.
We love you guys.
Bye. Why am I telling you bye? Bye.